Hello there. Better mute the old boob tube. Oh, I don't even know if anybody will watch this, but I've got some stuff here that I bought on Wish that I was gonna not really do a review on it, just talk about it for a minute and show it to you and tell you what I think about it. The first thing is, now bear in mind, none of this stuff was super uber expensive. Uh, Matter of fact, 3 of the 5 items were free when paid like maybe $1 or $2 shipping. So, uh, and the other two, one of them was like $2 with $2 shipping, and then the last one, the most expensive one, was $15, and the shipping was $1. Excuse me. So, guess the first one I'll do here is it's a little carabiner clip, and this one was actually free. I'm trying to figure out where the camera's at. It's got a little screwdriver, a flathead screwdriver on one end. It's got a little wrench, but I'm not sure exactly what size it is, and then it's got a serrated edge, I guess you could call it, and a can opener, and then it's a carabiner, and that clip's really tight, and I don't know what kind of metal it's made out of, but it's really sturdy. I haven't used it yet, but a real neat little item. Like I said, it was free, and it was like $1 or $2 to get it shipped, and it came actually surprisingly fast, less than 2 weeks. So there's the first one. The second one, I'm in the process of putting together a little survival kit to put in my truck, and this is a windproof lighter. Uses like Zippo lighter fluid, or whatever kind of lighter fluid you put in a Zippo. But there it is. I'm trying to get my camera to focus. And it works just like a Zippo does, or a windproof lighter. You have to blow it out, obviously, to turn it off. But it's got a little rubber grommet there on the screw cap, so I'm assuming that it would be at least somewhat waterproof. Again, that was free, and I think the shipping on this one was $2. And then the third one is another carabiner, but this one's got a little bit more stuff going on. As you can see there, it's got like a 2-inch ruler there on it. Of course, it's going to be backwards, but it's got a 2-inch ruler, and then it's got a pretty rough little file there. It's got like it's flathead on each end there. I don't know if you can see it very good. And then it has 2 wrenches, 2 different size wrenches. If I had to guess, I would bet that those are probably like a 5mm and an 8mm, somewhere around that size. And then it's got this little area that's got some jimping on it, a little rough area. And then of course your carabiner clip, and that one's actually pretty stiff too. I'd trust my keys on that. And then it also has 4 different screwdriver heads on there. And again, this one was free, and I think the shipping on this one was only $1, and it got here in about 2 weeks, probably 2 weeks. Okay, and then stepping up in price, this is a little pocket knife. This thing was $2, and it has, and this is the thing I'm going to tell you right off the bat about this knife. It's a lockback, but this is your mechanism to unlock it. So when you're holding it, you know, you kind of got to be careful, or you can potentially unlock it. It's a $2 knife, but it feels like it's decently well made. I'm assuming, you know, if I had to guess, I'd say this is just some cheap Chinese steel. I did lay an edge on it with my sharpener because it was really dull when I got it. But it's got a pretty good edge. It held a pretty good edge. I haven't carried it. And it's also got a pocket clip. But for a $2 knife, you know, you can throw that in the glove compartment of your truck, lay a decent edge on it, throw it in the glove compartment of your truck if you're somewhere and you don't have a knife or you need a knife. It's just a little, I guess you'd call that a drop point blade. It's got a finger groove there on the blade, make it easy to get out. And it does have, it's got a screw there, so I'm assuming you could probably set that tension on that blade just about any way you want it. Now, with it in lock position, there's virtually no blade play up and down, just a little bit back and forth. So for a $2 knife and $2 shipping, I mean, you know, if you're looking for presents, maybe Christmas presents to buy people at work, or, you know, whatever, you know, you could pick up 10 of these for $20. So, but there's that one. And then the last one is you know, I don't know how many people know about out the front knives or not, but that's what this is. Then the blade automatically comes in and out the front of the knife. This is a really small one. I'd say without the blade deployed, you're looking at probably in the neighborhood of 3 inches. With the blade deployed, about 4.5. So, but this was $15, and I think the shipping was $2. But it works really well. I mean, you can see how fast it comes in and out there, and it has the safety mechanism where if it deploys in your pocket, if it hits something before it's fully deployed, it just stops the blade. And then if you do that, you just pull the blade all the way to the out position, and then it'll start working again. This one, I haven't put an edge on it because the blade steel it's pretty cheap, to be honest. I am going to try to lay a little bit of an edge on it just to see how long it'll hold it. But if any of you guys know anything about how much out the front knives are typically, a cheap, like not bought on Wish, but if you go buy one from any other knife website, like the cheapest ones I've found have been on Blade HQ, and they're like $40. And from what I understand, those have a lot of play in the blades too, and they're cheaply made as well. So if you're thinking about getting an out the front knife, but you don't know if you want to spend $40 to $600 or $1,000 because they're out there that expensive, buy one of them $15 ones on Wish. And I've got another one bought that's supposed to be a full size. I'm waiting on it to get in. When it comes in, I'll probably show it as well. But those are the 5 things I have right now. Oh wait, I do have one more thing. This was the first thing I ever bought off of Wish, and it was free. The shipping was $1. This took almost a month to get here, but it's a dual USB cigarette plug, and it has a 1 amp and a 2.4. So the 2.4 is like almost fast charging. I've used this a couple times. It functions flawlessly. This part is actually like a anodized aluminum, but it feels pretty sturdy. I mean, this part's plastic, but the button's real springy on the top. These 2 buttons are real springy. I mean, buy one in a gas station, they're like $8 to $10, and I don't know what you would pay for one that's got 2 charge ports on it. So there's that. I think that's all I've got to show at the moment. Those 2 knives, I'm probably going to show them again as well in a like a knife collection video I'm planning on doing here before too long. So there you go. That's all I got.